Every day, millions of people fight a silent battle. A habit so common, yet so hidden, that most suffer in private. It begins as curiosity, then comfort, then routine. Until one day, it becomes something else, a chain. A quiet addiction that steals your time, clouds your focus, and weakens your discipline. We live in a world filled with temptations at our fingertips. One click, one thought, and the cycle begins again. Masturbation, often laughed about, joked about, or ignored, becomes a secret escape. But what few people talk about is the cost. Not the physical, but the mental, emotional, and spiritual price we pay. It drains the fire from your eyes. It steals the hunger from your soul. And it slowly convinces you that you're not in control anymore. That you are weak. But you're not. Deep down, you know this habit is pulling you away from your highest self. This video isn't here to shame you. It's here to awaken you. Because once you see what this habit is truly taking from you, you'll never want to go back. What does this habit really take from you? It takes your focus, the sharpness of your mind, the ability to concentrate, to learn, to grow. After every moment of pleasure, there's a crash. A fog settles in. You feel tired, empty, unmotivated. You tell yourself, just once more, then I'll stop. But your energy slips. Your fire fades. Your momentum dies. The things you wanted to do, the workout, the reading, the hustle, suddenly feel too hard. You postpone. You scroll. You sleep. You lose days. Then weeks. Then years. What you don't realize is that this habit is not just taking your time, it's stealing your potential. It also steals your drive. That hunger to succeed. That boldness to try. The world is filled with talented people who never reach greatness, not because they lack ability, but because they give their power away. Every day, you lose the edge, the spark, the ambition. You tell yourself you're still in control, but deep inside, you know something's off. Something's broken. And the longer you allow this habit to stay, the more it rewires your brain to crave escape instead of progress. But here's the truth: the same energy you waste on this habit could be used to change your life. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to stop giving your strength to something that gives you nothing in return. This habit doesn't just affect your body, it invades your mind. The feeling afterward is rarely one of pride. It's fog, shame, guilt. You close the screen, shut the lights, and sit in silence, asking yourself, why did I do it again? And in that moment, something inside you breaks. Not because of the act itself, but because you know you're capable of more. You know you've made this promise before. You know the dreams you once had, the vision, the discipline, the fire, have faded under the weight of this cycle. You feel like you've betrayed yourself. And that guilt? It doesn't go away easily. It hides in your confidence. It eats at your motivation. It makes you second-guess your worth. It keeps you quiet when you should speak, passive when you should act, small when you should be bold. This is not freedom. This is quiet self-destruction. But the moment you face it is the moment it begins to lose power. There is a difference between a mistake and a pattern. A mistake happens once. A pattern repeats, and that's when it becomes dangerous. Masturbation can turn from a moment into a cycle, a daily habit, an escape. an addiction. And the more you hide from it, the stronger it becomes. But the moment you bring it into the light, with honesty, with awareness, with a desire to change, something shifts. You realize you are not the habit. You are not the urges. You are not the past. You are the one who chooses. And when you take responsibility, even for the things you're ashamed of, you take your power back. You stop blaming the world, the media, the stress, and you look inward. That's when the healing begins. Awareness is the first weapon. Discipline is the next. And freedom, real, lasting, deep freedom, comes from consistency. What if you took all the energy you waste and used it to create something powerful? What if, instead of spending hours chasing pleasure, you built the life you keep dreaming of? Every time you hold back from the urge, you're not just avoiding a habit, you're collecting power, strength, fire. That same energy can fuel your business, your workouts, your spiritual life, your creativity, your purpose. Most people never reach their potential, not because they're lazy, but because they leak their power. You only have so much energy every day, and what you give your energy to grows. If you give it to distraction, you get a distracted life. But if you give it to growth, to discipline, to God, you become unstoppable. Your energy is your power. Protect it. No one breaks a habit by hoping. You break it by planning. Step 1. Remove the triggers. Block the apps. Clear the history. Build distance between you and the habit. Step 2. Replace the behavior. When the urge hits, and it will, have a plan. Go for a walk. Hit the gym. Read. Call someone. You need to train your body to handle discomfort without escape. Step 3. Build accountability. Find someone you trust. Share your goal. Check in. Alone you'll fall, but with support you rise. Step 4. Journal your wins. Celebrate every clean day. Track your growth. Progress is power. And finally, connect to your why. Don't just say, I want to stop. Say, I want to live fully. I want to love deeply. I want to become the man, or woman, I was born to be. You are stronger than the habit. You just need to remind yourself of that daily. Imagine this. You wake up clear, focused, driven. You're not hiding anything. You're not battling guilt. You're not wasting time, energy, or confidence. You walk with power. You speak with purpose. You move through life with intention. That version of you already exists. But it's waiting on the other side of this habit. You don't have to wait years to get there. Just make the next decision right. One day clean. Then 2. Then a week. Then a month. You begin to feel it. A new hunger. A new strength. A new life. The people around you notice. The results show. And the world? It begins to reflect the new version of you. Because once you take your power back, nothing is impossible. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are not a failure. You're a human being with purpose, with value, with fire inside of you. The urge is not stronger than you. It just feels that way when you stop fighting. But today, right now, you've already begun. You listened. You reflected. You saw the truth. And that truth will guide you. When the urges come, Remind yourself, I am not my desires. I am my decisions. When you fall, rise. When you feel ashamed, forgive yourself. And when you doubt your future, remember your progress. You are more powerful than you know. You don't need another excuse. You need action. You need prayer. You need discipline. You need truth. And most of all, you need to believe that your best life is still ahead. This is your moment. Don't waste it.